guys, welcome to Parenting Diaries with Preeti. So this is another video in a series of fine motor activity videos that I've been doing of late. Now this is the third week video and I hope you liked the earlier videos in which I have shown lots and lots of activities to enhance the fine motor muscles of the children. Now the wonderful thing about the activities that I'm showing you in these videos is that most of these activities are being done with resources which are easily available in the household. And no expensive activity kit buying is happening, I guess, now with you guys. Now, another thing that I'm assuming here when I'm showing you all these activities is that the basic fine motor activities are being done by you guys regularly at home. Now, these basic fine motor activities that you have to keep doing with your child are number one, coloring with crayons. Number two, painting with different colors and different textures you have to paint on. Third, playing with clay or dough as many of you call it. And fourth, the slate play, slate and chalk play. See, in all these things, what we have to do is that we have to get our child to move his fingers on various textures. More the variety of textures that we get our child to move his hands on, better will be the grip and his muscles will be much more developed. You know, you could use variety of textures, for example, bubble wrap, get them to paint on bubble wrap, get them to color with crayons on sandpaper. All these textures I provide to my parents who enroll in my online schooling program, and they have given me a very good response for all these textures that their children are using to paint and color on. Now let's get going with the activities of this week, and I hope you enjoy them. If you have any of your friends who has a young child, share this video with them and subscribe to my channel, please. Let's get going with this week video. So day 1 of week 3, a very basic activity we start off with, which is chana scooping. Take 2 bowls, chana in one with a spoon. Now what the child has to do is that the child has to scoop the chana from one bowl to another. Now in order to increase the difficulty level of the activity, what you do is that you increase the distance between the bowls. And now the deal is that the child has to scoop the chana from this bowl to another without dropping any of it on the table. Now to further increase the difficulty level of this activity, what you could do is that you could replace chana with rice, and if you want to make it more difficult, replace rice with water. Now without even spilling a drop of water around, get your child to scoop from one bowl to another, and it would be interesting to watch whether he spills or not. Now the other activity of the day is very interesting. This is something that I'm sure most of the households have. This is your pasta, penne pasta. The activity is get your child to paint these pasta. They really enjoy, they love pasta, they love the sight of pasta, and what a wonderful experience for them. They are painting their own pasta. Just ensure that they don't gobble a piece in the middle because it's not cooked. So just get them to paint it. I have painted all these pieces in one color, but you can get them to paint in various colors, red, blue, green, because we are going to do something very interesting the next day when this pasta dries up. So get your child to paint the pasta, leave it for drying, and come back again day 2 to take the activity further. Now on day 2, something interesting is going to happen. We have this dry painted pasta, and what we're going to do out of this pasta is create some wonderful jewelry for mama, is it? Give the child a string, a thick string, and get your child to beat the pasta. Isn't that wonderful? They're going to enjoy it. Just get them to color it different colors and bead one by one. You could either create a pattern out of it, whatever way the child loves. Isn't that a wonderful neck piece? First gift by your child to their mama. A neck piece or probably a bracelet as well. Isn't that great fun? Now the other activity of the day is even more interesting. And can you guess what it is? It has to do with something I'm sure most of the kids love again, and which is a potato. Now here I have a potato which I have boiled in advance, cooled, and now what I'm expecting the little ones to do is just help their mama in the kitchen by peeling the cover. Isn't that really interesting? Now children just love doing this activity because they find a new sense of purpose in it. Just get your child to peel the entire potato, and as you can see, Their pincer grip is getting exercised. Isn't that wonderful? Children enjoy it. It is one of the best activities and one of the most hit activities in our school. So once he's done with the peeling of the entire potato, you could probably reward him by making an tasty, interesting aloo ka parantha. I'm sure both the mother and the child are going to enjoy this wonderful treat. So for day 3, I have something really interesting. I went to the balcony and plucked these wonderful leaves. It's so wonderful to touch these things. To get your child to move their hands on these natural things adds to their sensory experience. So get them to go on the balcony and collect leaves of various sizes. And then what is to be done? Get hold of a child-safe scissor and something very simple. Get them to cut all these leaves. In my earlier videos as well, I have told you that cutting is something that should be done very regularly because it exercises these fingers of your child very well. And it adds to the concentration and eye-hand coordination build-up of the child. Once you're done with the cutting, get a glue stick, move it on the paper and get your child to do a wonderful leaf collage. It really looks wonderful and they enjoy doing the sticking pasting of a material which is something so different. Isn't that leaf collage looking really wonderful? Go ahead and do some leaf plucking with your child. Now the second activity of the day is equally interesting and kids just love this. Take a piece of sponge and take 2 bowls. Now I've put colored water in one. Now what the child has to do is dip the sponge in here and then take the sponge in this bowl and squeeze the water out. Believe me, children love this activity and they just keep on doing it again and again and again. I do agree it's a bit messy, but just look at the exercise it is providing to a child's hand again and again and again. Wonderful activity to exercise their finger muscles and strengthen their fine motor skills. Okay, so here we are. We have transferred the entire water from one bowl to another, and this activity can be done as many times as possible in a day because we have summers coming in. Isn't that good news? Great. So this is day 4 and can you guess the activity for the day? This is something very, very interesting. Give your child a spray bottle. If you have a bottle like this, it's going to be wonderful. Give your child this spray bottle, put some simple clean water and give your child some space either on the floor or on a glass table. And the only thing that they're supposed to do is help the mama out by cleaning the table. This activity is again something that is really fun for kids because you know what? It not only involves a lot of water play, which I'm sure all kids really love, but they also find a sense of purpose. You know, they're helping their mama clean the house. Isn't that a good feeling to have? A boost to their self-esteem, right? But when you're giving them a spray bottle, what I would request you to do is get this kind of a bottle and not a bottle like this, which is just going to exercise their one muscle. Now, this is something that exercises their entire hand. So this would be more helpful. Now the next activity of the day is great fun for kids, especially if they're really small babies. Give them a ball of cotton and get them to tear it like this. Isn't that fun? Just get them. The feel of the cotton is something that's so soothing for young fingers. Get them to do the tearing of cotton like this. Once the baby is done with the tearing part of it, you give the baby a tweezer, and I'm sure all you moms have this particular instrument at home. Just ensure that the edge here is not too sharp, it's slightly blunt. Give it to your child and ask them to scoop each cotton piece one at a time from one bowl to another. And they just love doing it. Now this is an activity which doesn't involve too much of force by the finger, so even small babies can do this. Wonderful activity and kids really enjoy it. Now let's move on to the next day. Day 5, I'm expecting you to take some stickers, and if you don't have these stickers, you can even take a pack of bindi. And the activity is very simple. Just peel and paste. But where do you have to paste? Why don't you write a letter or any numeral or draw any shape for the child and ask the child to paint the sticker on the outline of the numeral or the shape that you have drawn. Peeling activity and the tearing activity works on their pincer grip, and the very fact that they have to put the stickers on the boundary works on their eye-hand coordination and even their literacy and numeracy skill. And there we go. So we have put the stickers on these letters, which is C and A in this case. You could do it with a word with a T here. So if you want to reinforce words with your children, you could do this with the words. You could do it with numerals. You could do it with various shapes and just add to the entire study experience with your little child. Now the next activity of the day is bottle cap matching. Now what do you do in this? This is an activity which does not allow you to throw any of your empty bottles. Isn't that great? Now here I have empty bottles, and what I have done is that I have taken these empty bottles, put their caps in one compartment and put the lower half of the bottle in the other one. So you've got calamine bottle, I've got a glue stick, exhausted glue stick, even a Vicks bottle. Please ensure that all these bottles before you give your child to play with are cleaned properly, because you never know, their little fingers can go in, touch all the material, and they can end up poking their eyes and nose and mouth with these material. And we don't want any of those accidents to happen, right? So before you start this activity, please ensure all the bottles are properly cleaned and washed from inside. So what you have to do, as I told you, you have to put the caps in one compartment and you have to put the bottles in the other one, the way I have done. And what the child is supposed to do? Very simple. Just look for the partner cap. That's what the child will be required to do. Look for the appropriate cap which fits in. Uh-oh, it doesn't go here. Does it go in this one? Oh yes, it does. So this is an activity which works on their wrists, and it also works on their matching skills, which is a very important math skill. Did you know that? These are the activities for the week. I'm sure you would love all of them. Your kid's going to enjoy. Do give me your feedback. Do subscribe to my channel and do share it with all your friends around. Thank you. Till we meet again.